get to some more questions. Tito wants to know, where are the bones of these giant people? Where are the bones?
Great question. There's one set of bones, and let me see if I can find the name of this. Let me go. Can I go back to share my screen real quick again?
Yeah, yeah.
Let me do that real quick. I forgot to show one thing here. Let me
Hmm.
bones. I'm glad you brought that up. A couple of the slides were out of order, I guess. Uh, so here's some. By speaking of bones, here are some bones right here. Right, these were shown at Barnum and Bailey circuses and stuff like that back in the day.
Hmm.
You can see how massive these people were.
Wow.
Yeah, super massive.
Mm.
You can see the molars here. We have teeth from these giants. We have some teeth. Look at on the
Mm.
left is a human molar, and on the right is a giant's molar.
Mm.
Okay. This is in Peru. You can see these terraces. You can see how big these steps are.
Yeah.
And pretty big. You can see the people down there. I've been on those terraces. There's pictures of me standing there.
But that's
This isn't my picture, but there's pictures of me standing on those terraces on my Facebook page.
that's in Peru, you said?
Yeah, that's in Peru. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then there's lots of, according to the bones, here goes New York Times, July 14th, 1916. Giant bones in mound. Remember I made that post talking about the bones in the mounds,
Hmm.
right, in America? Well, here goes the New York Times,
Mm.
1916, verifying that they've dug up some of these mounds and found bones of what? Giants. Okay.
What? Go back to that one. Let me. What is that? Let me see, sir.
Yeah.
Scientists unearth relics of Indians who lived 700 years ago. Okay. All right.
Mhm. Yeah. So, they found these giant bones in there. I was trying to find this other one image of oh, maybe I didn't have it there. Hold on. Let me see. Let me stop sharing for 1 second.
All right.
All right. Let's see if we can slideshow this and make it bigger. Okay. This is a 47-inch femur in the late 1950s during a road construction in southeast Turkey. This is the one I talked to you about in that list of giants
Mm-hmm.
in the Euphrates Valley. Where do you see the word Euphrates a lot? In the Bible. All right. But you
Mm-hmm.
see it a lot also in the Sumerian tablets. Many tombs containing the remains of giants were uncovered. At two sites, the leg and bone of were measured to be about 120 centimeters, 47.24 inches. This is Joe Taylor, director of the Mount Blanco Fossil Museum
Mm-hmm.
in Crosbyton, Texas. So this actually is in a museum. All right, just giant femur right here, and you can see based on how big it is, how big the person would be. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you can see where it fits into the hip socket. I mean, this is a big dude. Whoever this was massive. We're talking super massive.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's a lot of evidence of these giants out here, man. A lot of
Mm.
evidence. There's footprints that have been, encased in mud that have survived. There's handprints. People were huge. It's just another example.
Do you think it'll come a time where giants rule the earth like how they used to?
I don't think so. I don't think that era is going to come back right now. I think that we're in the era of the Homo sapien,
Mm-hmm.
and our biggest enemy right now is ourself.
Mm-hmm.
I think that once we figure out that, yeah, there are people out there and they're monitoring and watching us, maybe even trying to direct our civilization in a certain way for their own personal benefit, but we outnumber these people.
Mm-hmm.
And once we stop playing the game, their game, we could take back control of our own planet. And it's just up to us when we decide to grow up and stop all this infighting and attacking. Right now we
Mm-hmm.
got all this European white on white crime going on. It's out of control, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got in the inner cities, we got the black on black crime, and we got, you know, you're a light black and you're a dark black, and I don't like you in Haiti and Dominican. I mean, we got to stop all this foolishness, man. It's just it's like, come on, man. Let's just work together to stop playing this game and oust these 100 people that are controlling and running everything from behind the scenes, and take control of our planet, man, and turn this thing into a utopia, which we can do.
Indeed, indeed. I seen somebody. I can't find the question now, but somebody asked, what was the giants' diet like? What did these giants eat? Did they eat trees? What did they eat?
Unfortunately,
Mhm.
in some accounts, they ate people.
Woo!
Yeah,
Hoo,
there was a
hoo.
lot of
Damn,
cannibalism going on, man.
damn,
Yeah, which is why some of them were hunted down because they were eating people. Yeah, craziness,
damn, man.
pure crazy.
All right, let me. Well, I ain't expect you to say that. Wow,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
ain't expect that one. I thought he was gonna say something completely different, family.
No, yeah, they was eating people. There was a lot of, not all of them, not all of them, but there was a lot of cannibalism going on. Now the big ones, like from Egypt, like the Natiru gods, right?
Uh,
They didn't have to go hunt. They didn't have to go shopping for their groceries and nothing like that because they made the people bring them the stuff. They told the people, if you give us your first offering, this is where all these offerings come from in like the Bible and the
mm,
ancient Torah text. You have to give me your freshest, your first harvest. Give me your fresh lambs, right? So these people would bring the lambs and bring the harvest to the temple. And they would line up for miles. When you go to Egypt, they'll tell you the same story. They,
mm,
they thought they were going to get a blessing from the god, and it was just really it was like free grocery shopping. You bring me the food. Then in the temples, you'll see when we go there, they have all these storehouses for all the donation of all
wow,
these of all the food and the meat and everything, where they would hide it, or not hide it, but store it away. Because they weren't going to go out there and kill nothing and grow nothing. They were going to have the people bring it to them and give them a fake blessing and tell them to go back about their business.
man. Since we're talking about giants and pygmies, is there any evidence of fairies? They're also in mythology.
There's a lot of fairies in mythology. I'm not going to lie. I mean, they're in there for sure. And so it makes you want to ask the question, who were these beings? Because the way that they're referenced is that as if people really truthfully interacted with them, that they weren't figments of their imagination. Now, there was a very small, what do you call it, artifact of bones found that was fairy sized. That was about, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago. Um, Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Screen.
Okay. Let me. So this is it here, and this made its round. This thing is tiny. It's only about 2 inches or 3 inches. It's had all kind of DNA tests and everything else. It's a fully atomically correct, according to the people. A full-grown person, and obviously it doesn't look like a human being. It doesn't look like an embryo. It's got a rib cage. It's got everything, and it's only a couple inches long. It was in a movie called Sirius or something like that. I think it was Dr. Stephen Greer's movie, one of the very first ones he put out. And then a lot of science labs had analyzed the data on this from all around the world for a very long time. And it was so unbelievable that they didn't want to admit it, but it's a real thing. It's a real being. It's a real alien, in my opinion, or something that maybe it's from Earth, but we just don't know what the heck